everyone, I'm Minnie. Welcome to my 15-minute blitz mobility yoga movement kind of session I've got planned for you. I've got a bunch of my favorite movements and poses, particularly stuff for the hips, the thighs, the glutes and the spine. So great to do in the morning. Also great to do as a warm-up before your session or as a cool down after your session if you are doing some workouts at home, which I'm sure we all are now. I hope this can help you in any way possible. Please let me know what you think after and enjoy. A bit of mobility into the spine, my favorite, through a few cat and cows. But firstly, I want you to have the initiation from the pelvis. So by this I mean I want you to tilt the pelvis up, let the belly hang, start to draw the shoulder blades together, draw the chest forward and lift the gaze. It's kind of this ripple effect through the spine, being initiated by your pelvis. Then pelvis tucks under, navel comes in towards the spine. You start to press the mat away, draw the shoulder blades up and apart, release your head down. 2 more times, inhale, raise the sit bones. Let your belly drop. Draw the shoulder blades together, draw the chest forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, navel to spine, dome through the upper back, release the head down. 1 more in your own breath, inhale. And exhale. Good. And then from here, coming back into your neutral tabletop, just start to take any movements that feel good. So whether it's big circles into the hips, maybe it's wiggles into the spine, just enjoy this freedom of movement. There's no right or wrong. Maybe there's no name for the name that you want or pose you want to create. Just find those tight areas, find the space in your body. 2 more breaths here. Wiggle the jaw, maybe shake the head yes or no, warm up through the wrists. Beautiful, and then slowly coming back into that tabletop position, tuck your toes and gently lift the hips up towards the sky for your downward facing dog. So downward dog I find is one of the best stretches, opening up through the backs of the legs. Oh, my neck is getting away, the spine starts to pedal out through the feet. Really lift the hips up towards the ceiling, draw the navel in towards the spine. Get that activation through the core, spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Maybe a little soft bend in the knees, really get the chest roaring towards those thighs. Open up through the spine, the underarms, the shoulders. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Good, then from here, from your downward facing dog, raise the right leg up towards the sky, bend at the knee and open up through the hip. Split dog. Really peel that knee open. Get that openness through the hip. Start to draw big circles with that knee. Really fight for that full range of motion at your hip joint. 1 more time. Good. And then start to draw circles the opposite way. This is tough. Keep that breath flowing. It helps when it's difficult. 1 more. Beautiful. Square off the hips. Then bring the foot in between the hands. Drop your back knee and untuck the toe. Low lunge. So with your low lunge, I want your pelvis nice and neutral. So navel draws in and up, tailbone lengthens down. You want to avoid this rounding and compression in your lower back. Arms lift. And a big exhale. Draw the hips forward. Maybe as you inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, drive forward a little bit further. Switch on the butt to support. Inhale. Exhale, hold even further. And then hold here for a couple of breaths. Connect to those sensations. How does it feel across the front of the left thigh? That left hip flexor. Good, and slowly coming back to center. Hands at prayer this time as you inhale. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to right thigh. So again, getting that rotation at the spine, really, really important. Press the top hand into the bottom hand. Thumbs come to the middle of the chest. Enjoy this nice twist. Keep your breath flowing. 1 more. Beautiful, slowly coming back to center. Out to frame the foot with the fingertips. Straighten through this right leg, half splits, toes draw towards the face, flex the toes. Breathe into the whole back of this right leg. Soften the torso over the leg. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good, and then slowly from here, start to frame the foot, tuck the toe, lift that back knee. A little bit of movement here, sink into the hips, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, straighten your right leg. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale, sink even deeper. And then exhale, hold here on your pyramid. So again, use blocks, bricks, or books if you don't have them. Draw this right hip along the left. So the bricks will bring the floor closer if you're feeling a little bit. They're there to help. If you want to make this deeper, right toes draw towards the face. Good, you have one more breath. Lovely, then slowly start to plant that foot down. Drop your back knee and untuck the toe. Heel toe this foot over to the left hand side. Plant your right shin down onto the mat. Good. Scoot the back left leg out. Take your left hand onto your right foot. You want to feel it on the outside of the hips. These are our external rotator muscles. So maybe rock and roll a little bit from side to side. Just feeling that. Again, a subtle movement can really change the stretch. So really connect. What is the body telling you? How does it feel? Good. And then from here, you can stay here. Or if you want to go a little bit more, you can start to walk the fingertips down and in front. You can keep up a little bit of movement. Just explore. Good. About 3 more deep breaths here. Good. 1 more. And then slowly start to peel the chest back up. Walk the hands back towards you. Contract through this left hamstring to squeeze the left heel to your left butt. Option 1, you can stay there. Remember, you can pad up the back knee if you need. Option 2, maybe grab the hand with a foot. Gently open across the front of your left thigh and your left shoulder. Keep breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and then slowly start to release that foot down. Gently, gently, gently. Hands underneath the shoulder. Tuck your back toe. Lift your left knee slowly. Remember, you've been in a deep, intense pose. Take your time. Start to raise your right leg all the way back up. Again, any wiggles or shakes. Circles into the hip. Anything that feels good. When you're ready, downward facing dog. And again, just breathe. Notice how that side feels. Maybe some subtle movement. Now left hand side, inhale, left leg peels up, bend at the knee and open up through the hip, split dog. Maybe a little pop of the hip like I just did. So take big circles with that knee. Good, fight for that range of motion and the other way. How does it feel compared to the other side? We all have a favorite side. Good, 1 more. And square off the hips, left foot comes in between the hands. Drop your back knee and untuck your toe, low lunge again, navel draws in and up, tailbone lengthens down. Good. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, drive the hips forward. 2 more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, come even further forward. Use your breath as a tool. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale, hold. Good. 1 more. Lovely. Coming back to center, hands at prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, twist, right elbow to left thigh. Again, get that rib cage rotating. Get that rotation of your vertebrae. 2 more breaths. Gaze over your left shoulder if you can. 1 more. Good, coming back to center. Frame the foot, lengthen the left leg and left toes towards the face. Breathing here. Use the exhale to find a little bit more softness. 1 more. Really good. Start to plant that foot. Frame the foot. Tuck your back toe. Lift your right knee. Inhale, sink into the hips. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Exhale, straighten your left leg. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And then exhale and hold. Good. Remember, use bricks if you need. Scoot this left hip back in line with the right. Option 2, a little bit deeper. Toes towards the face. 1 more breath. Good, slowly plant that foot. Drop your back knee, untuck the toe. Heel toe this left foot over to the right hand side. Take your right hand to your right foot. Start to scoot that right leg out. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Again, maybe little rocks. Feel those sensations on the outside of the hip. You want your knees slightly wider than the hip. Good. Option, stay here. Again, as always, if you want a bit more, start explore coming forward and down. About 3 more breaths here. Good, one more. And then gently start to walk the hands back towards you. Start to squeeze the right heel to the right butt cheek. Option 1, stay there. Option 2, reach around, grab the foot, open across your right thigh and your right shoulder. 2 breaths. One more. Option always to use a strap as well if you need. Good, and then release. Nice. Hands down, tuck your back toe, lift your right knee, slowly extend your left leg up and back. Any wiggles or shakes. Let it go. Good, and then start to settle that leg down, downward facing dog. One more breath. Really lengthening through the backs of the legs, lifting the hips up and spreading those sit bones apart. One more. Good, and start to bend the knees. Drop to your knees. I'm going to come into a little frog stretch. I'm going to face you this side, otherwise it might be a little bit less familiar. So sink the hips. Heels in, toes slightly out, start to sink. Breathing here, take little wiggles, lift the heels if you need, find that space. Again, this is too much, come up, have a little break and sit back down. This is intense. Coming into a twist, right hand in front, left arm peels up. One more breath. Good, slowly back to center. Pivot to the other side, twist. One more. Good, and slowly coming back to center, nice. Then release, come to sit down onto your sit bones. Gently start to roll all the way down onto your spine for the count of 10. Navel tucks in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. So I'm going to scoop myself down here a little bit further. So now coming into some twists. What I want you to do, right knees fall over to the right hand side. This time, a little bit of a variation, getting a little bit of mobility into each spine. So what we want to do is you want to imagine your spine as a chain that you oil in a bite. So you want to keep each little bone in your spine all nice and oiled and juicy and make them move separately. This is a little bit of mobility work to help with this. Right hand over, left hand comes over the right. Reach those left fingertips away. Gently peel back like an arrow. Imagine you're drawing back the arrow on a bow. Slowly coming down as you bring your left arm up. 2 more times. Inhale. Reach over the right fingertips. Exhale, peel. Lower back, middle back, upper back. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. And then just holding here for a breath. Option to wrap the left leg underneath the right if you wish. Enjoy this really deep, juicy twist. Breathing all the way from your left armpit to your left hip. Good, and slowly release. Moving over to the other side. Knees drop to the left. Right hand reaches over those left fingertips. Peel that lower back, middle back, upper back, then your shoulders coming all the way down. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale, reach over those left fingertips. Exhale, peel each vertebrae back as it plants onto the mat. Good, and holding here. Option to wrap the right leg underneath the left. And twist. 1 more big belly breath here. Beautiful, slowly release. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, give yourself a nice little hug, a little bit of a squeeze. Release that lower back, just a little happy baby, just for a couple of breaths. Knees in towards the armpits, soles of the feet towards the sky. Little rocks, just breathing into those hips for 1 final time. And start to bring your knees in towards the chest, arms at the backs of the thighs. Start to slowly rock up and down your mat. But scoot up, create a little bit more space. Good, this is what your spine loves. Create massaging all that soft tissue along the vertebrae. Good. 1 more time. My hairband's about to fall off. And then slowly coming all the way up. Seated, and that's our little mobility session done for us today. Bit of movement, bit of yoga, a little bit everything thrown in there for you. But let me know what you think and see you guys soon.